Ashok, you are in the industry for, I don't know, at least 10 years.
20 years.
20 years.
I'm 18, but 20 years. Yes.
And always full of excitement. So now
Yes,
you have the last chance to rock the show here.
Thanks a lot.
And then we go for a beer all together.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone. I apologize for standing between you and very cold beers, so I'll try to keep it on time. My name is Ashok Sridhar. I'm one of the co-founders and the CEO of TracXon. I'm going to talk about expanding the boundaries of hybrid printed electronics for PCB assembly replacements. Of course, not to replace every PCB on the planet, which is impossible, but as much as possible for certain applications. But first, a few slides, few words about TracXon. We are a spin-off from TNO Holst Center, one of the leading R&D institutes in the world for printed electronics and flexible electronics. We are based in Eindhoven in the Netherlands. These days it's called the Brainport region. Don't ask me why, but it's a nice catchphrase, I would say. We are a fully integrated foundry for printed electronics and hybrid printed electronics, serving business-to-business customers. This means we print, but we also assemble components and we create fully functional PCB replacements for different domains. We specialize in roll-to-roll and sheet-to-sheet printing, large area SMD assembly, multi-mix SMD assembly, as well as added value operations such as lamination, laser cutting, programming of the devices, and testing. So kind of one-stop shop. All this is possible thanks to the unique design rules and process know-how based on 500+ person-years of R&D done at our parent company, Holst Center, of whom I was also part of for 8 years. And I actually use a term called fully integrated foundry, and actually this last bullet point completes that story. Besides all the design and manufacturing activities, we are also building our own unique machines that will actually be commercialized in the future. So I'll explain a bit more as we go forward in this presentation. At the lower half of the slide, you see some examples of products we have co-designed and producing for customers. Wide range, starting from very large area LED devices for lighting applications, IoT devices for healthcare and track and trace and so on, smart clothing, and wearable devices, to name a few. Now, on this slide, I would like to show 3 video clips. If all goes well, let me play them in a sequence. It works. First one works. That's actually showing our roll-to-roll printer, a large format roll-to-roll printer with a web width of 0.6 meters and can go up to 13 meters per minute in speed if necessary. And this is not a rotary printer, but it's a stop-and-go kind of translational printing, which is important because it gives us reasonable speed but very high accuracy also to print multi-layers. But as you see in the middle video, also very fine lines down to 75 microns in a roll-to-roll process, printing process. And of course, the last clip shows the pick-and-place assembly of SMD devices, may it be LEDs or chips or passives or whatnot, even batteries. That's what we do at TracXon on a daily basis. With this, I'll actually go to the core of the presentation. So why are we doing all this? What's the main problem? Well, as you know, a world without PCBs or PCBAs is unimaginable. If I look around me, I can see at least 20 PCBs in the gadgets and devices right here. This is the world we live in. It has created our modern world. But they also pose huge societal problems, starting with their rigid and bulky form factor and non-conformity. That results in uncomfortable and unsatisfactory user experiences. And they constrain the design and application possibilities because the products have to be designed, taking that bulkiness into account, which is not always nice, especially for body wearable and smart clothing devices. And also, form and function are discrete in this case. Of course, we talk about in-mold electronics these days, where form and function merge. But with this, not possible with the current technology of traditional PCBs. But more importantly, and more importantly for all of us, if my pointer works, which it doesn't seem to, but right there, okay, right there, the environmental impact. This technology we are using right now, day in and day out, the traditional lithography-based PCBs, they are cradle-to-grave technology. So they are manufactured by unsustainable and highly subtractive etching processes. Every single layer is chemically etched. Sometimes you remove up to 90% of the copper that's covered on top of the PCB and do that for multiple layers. And they are built on typically on thermosetting plastics that cannot be remelted and reused. And they also have sometimes fibers and so on and so forth, the glass fibers. So actually, the current recyclability is only 10%, less than 10%. The rest is all actually burnt out.